Some cold weather fragrances, from cheapy to niche. First of all, I want to say sorry for my lazy ass approach to this video. The cleaning lady cancelled on us today, so I had to clean the entire fucking house myself, and I'm not made for that kind of a work. But as I said, we're gonna talk about cold weather fragrances. It's the time of the year. We had a fucking freezing night tonight here in south of Sweden. We hadn't put on the heating in this house, so when I got out of bed, we just had 15 degrees Celsius in this house. Luckily, with the cleaning lady cancellation on us, I got out some body heat of cleaning the house. But it's not just randomly picked cold weather fragrances we're going to talk about today. Not even is it a top 10 list or anything like that. Just fragrances that I brought to work lately to let my co-workers try them. Because there are some that finally started to show some interest in fragrances. So I brought a bunch of fragrances that I knew I didn't like when I was starting my fragrance journey. Because I thought it would be interesting to maybe get some reactions that I would have had when I was new to this game. We're gonna go into that a little bit more deep with these fragrances today, but let's just fucking dive into it. And the first fragrance out is Zara's Warm Black. This I brought with me to work because I know, as I can remember, that if I would have tried this when I was new to the game, I would have think that it was too spicy, because in the opening it is very spicy, and the spices goes in the direction of the spices they use in the drink Jägermeister. But then it dries down to a lovely vanilla ambery with traces of tobacco. So what was the reactions of my co-workers for this one? Well, it was pretty much what I said. Some said, well, I can't fucking wear this, I'm gonna think I'm a fucking drunkhead. I can't wear this. People are gonna think that I was drunk yesterday and throw up a bunch. So that was the reactions. Yes, but for a fragment, I mean, I wanted to show them this, to show them that you don't need to buy niche fragrances to smell unique and luxurious. However, they thought it smelled cheap and like a drunkhead. I think it smells unique and luxurious, and is often compared to Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille. I must say those people are deluded, because it's nothing to do with Tobacco Vanille from Tom Ford in my opinion. Zara's Warm Black, $15 to $20, a real bargain if you ask me. 5 to 6 hours of longevity with a moderate projection. Next out we have Fire at Will from Jovoy. This brand Jovoy, I really can't figure out why I don't hear more and more and more about them, because their creations are really stunning. But I guess it has to do with longevity and performance, because you could ask more for the fragrances that they have to be a little bit longer lasting and maybe to project a little bit more. I've talked a lot about Pavillon Rouge, that gives me the pirate feeling. They have the 21 Conduit Street, a beautiful lavender based fragrance that goes in a kind of a herbal direction. I'm not gonna say what direction, but you can get a little bit tipsy of it, let's put it that way. This, however, Fire at Will, a beautiful vanilla fragrance. I know that if I would have tried this in the early start of my fragrance journey, I would have thought that it was leaning a little bit too feminine. But now I think I can fucking rock it, and I love the vanilla ice cream bourbon feeling it gives me. But when you smell it off the top, you do get a little bit of a cookie feeling. So what was my co-workers' reactions? Well, the girls loved it. The boys said, but I would have said a little bit too feminine. One boy said, if my girlfriend wore this one, I would fucking eat her up. The girls enjoyed it, 3 girls there was, they all enjoyed it and wanted really to try it on their skin. Fire at Will from Jovoy, beautiful ice cream vanilla bourbon feeling. Longevity, 6 hours with a moderate projection, and that is what I mean. I think they could have squeezed out 8 hours at least with a little bit stronger projection as well. Next out we have Stronger With You Intensely from Emporio Armani. This one I brought because I just knew that they were going to like it, and I was right. Emporio Armani Stronger With You Intensely is the one that you should go for if you care about compliments. Forget about Stronger With You, the original, forget about Absolutely. It is the Intensely that counts for compliments. That is at least my experience with these fragrances, and they all fell hard for it. However, I think that if I would have tried this in the early start of my fragrance journey, I would have picked up on the sweet toffee kind of fragrance and think that it was maybe a little bit too juvenile for me. But however, now I can appreciate the violet leaf in this one that gives it a slight gasoline touch in the opening, and the suede and the base just adds that kind of little maturity to this fragrance. Makes it very wearable. And as I said, all co-workers, both men and ladies, really enjoyed this fragrance. And I also saw my friend Kris at the Olfactory Zone doing a video about this one recently. He has around 140 milliliters of this juice. He pretty much loves it. And I will leave his link down below. Kris, the Olfactory Zone, he deserves more subscribers. If you don't even like his content, maybe still go ahead and subscribe, because he's a person that brings people together, and I have nothing but love to give for Kris at the Olfactory Zone. Strong with you intensely. Next out we have Vanille Havane from Les Indemodables. Already from the start of my fragrance journey, I've been a tobacco junkie when it comes to scents. I really love tobacco in my fragrances. However, this one I wouldn't have appreciated at the start of my journey because of the pungent rum you get in the opening. Really a boozy opening of this one. But then the tobacco, a little bit smoky, but dries down more and more to a pipe tobacco with that vanilla in here, and the booze, just to die for. And a stunning fragrance, great projection, great longevity, awesome creation. But however, I wanted to hear my co-workers' reaction to this one, and they were all pretty unanimous in saying too pungent, too boozy. One said, on the other hand, and I like this association, it smells like a banana pancake. So I'm questioning what fucking pancakes he's eating. But if you make that association, just fine. It's fine, whatever. But I do get from the opening, I can get a little bit of a warm banana feeling. But that is just briefly for like 1 minute, and then it's gone. So Vanille Havane from Les Indemodables is a really stunning creation, but you need to be able to love boozy notes and tobacco and vanilla to enjoy Vanille Havane from Les Indemodables. By the Fireplace by Maison Margiela's replica line. Still can remember that day I got the sample set from Maison Margiela in my hands. I was so looking forward to try them because they were really, really hyped. And I didn't get the hype. I didn't understand the hype. It was Jazz Club, By the Fireplace, a music festival that was most hyped. The rest I didn't heard so much about, but they all felt weak, except for the music festival, By the Fireplace and Jazz Club. However, music festival and By the music was too weak longevity. And Jazz Club, I felt there are better options. But By the Fireplace, I really couldn't understand the hype. When can you wear a fragrance, go around smelling like a fucking campfire? I didn't get it. But today, a different story. When I apply this one, I feel so freaking cozy and perfect for these cold months that we are entering here in Sweden at the moment. So that was my reaction then. No, I just love the cozy vibe it gives. So I was very looking forward to my co-workers' reactions to this one. They was the same. When can you wear this? When can you walk around smelling like a fucking campfire? There's no place I could wear this fragrance. That were their reactions, and I get it. That was the same reactions I had, but no, this when the sweetness comes forward, the marshmallow thing is not marshmallow list, but it's like barbecuing, grilling a marshmallow. I just love it. But as I said, I don't wear it often enough. As you can see, it is a cozy fragrance. I just wear it at home in the couch watching Netflix. But maybe no, smelling it, maybe I should try and wear it more out and about. By the Fireplace by Maison Margiela. Next out we have Rivalite Imperiale by Plume Impression. I don't know if you can see the spray of this one, but it is an amazing sprayer. I just love it. Anyway, Plume Impression Rivalite Imperiale was a fragrance that if I tried it at the early start of my fragrance journey, the coconut white and vibe in the opening would have put me off it. But when that is gone, the lovely boozy tobacco and the sandalwood, when the sandalwood kicks in this one, that's amazing stuff going on. So I wanted to see my co-workers' reaction to this one, and it wasn't that bad that I expected. I expected that men, the boys, would say, no, it's too girly with that coconut opening, no, it's not for me, it smells like sunscreen. But they loved it. They all freaking loved it. So it took me a little bit by surprise. Yes, there was one that said it reminded him of Thailand because of the coconut. One girl said, oh, I get so nice association with a spa treatment I got in Sweden. So good reactions, I would say, overall. One or two a little bit hesitant, but in all, they felt it was a luxurious, rich fragrance. Rivalite Imperiale by Plume Impressions. Next out, we have Niche4all's Patchouli TB. This is an interpretation of Carlisle, and I remember when I was new trying out Parfum de Marlis as they were hyped. I wanted to try Carlisle. I heard so many good things about it, but when I got to try it, I felt it was too dark, too spicy, too pungent in the opening, so it was not for me. Today, however, I'm totally fine with that DNA, and Niche4all has done an amazing take on that DNA. This one is so big, projecting, awesome CRs, great longevity, around 12 hours. So an awesome take, and just look at the color as well. You can see that there is really a nice color to this juice. Now, as I said, the pungent opening today from the nutmeg apple combination was something that put me off, but today I really enjoyed it. So I was really exciting to hear my co-workers' reaction to this one. There was nothing that was really that bad, just one that said it's reminded him of a garage. Don't know where I got that from, but anyway, if that is the association he makes, then it is. But one girl said, I need this for Christmas gift from my boyfriend. So very different. But the girls all liked it, and that was probably what will matter for most of you out there, that the girls really enjoyed this scent. So, Niche4all's Patchouli TB, an awesome take in my opinion on the Carlisle DNA. Next out we have Widian London. Widian London is a scent that I fell so hard for the first time I tried it. I was expecting it to be like Tuscan leather, you know, raspberry and leather is listed in this one as well, but it's nothing like it. For me, Tuscan leather still is too pungent. That raspberry leather opening penetrates my nose, makes my nose want to crawl off my face, up my, yeah, I've done that video already. So, Widian London, the raspberry in this one, so fruity, really a fruity raspberry. The suede, so soft, just like a soft suede jacket, and a vanilla that is so creamy, just rounds everything off. I really like this scent, and I've been at Gent's store several times, watching other people coming in, trying fragrances. They all fall so hard for Widian London. But what was my co-workers' reactions? The same as I had. They all fell hard for it. Girls, boys, older men, younger men, all fell hard for it. Now, I don't know if you can see the level. I decanted 15 ml of this today, 5 ml to boys that wanted it. I'm not expecting to get paid for them. I just want to turn them into fragrance as well, and I'm gonna succeed with that. So Widian London, a stunning creation you need to try because it is one of a kind. Masque Milano's Russian tea. So when we're at this raspberry leather theme, here is a totally different take on that. A little bit more like Tuscan leather with the sharpness from the raspberry and the sharpness from the leather, but with the tea note in here, just a completely different experience. It is just like you're hiking. You're walking around, you set camp, you light the fire, and you bring out your leathery pouch where you have your raspberry flavored tea in and put it in the water. Just amazing. Gives you a totally different experience with a smokiness as well from the campfire, I guess that one comes. Truly amazing, and it's my favorite from the brand Masque Milano. I've been a little bit on the fence with the brand because many fragrances just are too different. This one is also different, but something that I like and enjoy. So let's put it that way. Russian tea. What was the co-workers' reactions to Russian tea? They all thought it was too sharp. They all thought it was too pungent. There was nobody that really liked it and wanted to try it on skin. So I guess when you become a little bit more deeper and deeper into fragrances, your boundaries get pushed and you have easier to appreciate more fragrances that stands out in a different way. Russian tea from Masque Milano. And I couldn't do this video without including my wife's favorites, Killian's Angel Share. If I would have tried this earlier on the stage of my fragrance journey, I bet that I would have think that this one was too feminine. A little bit too sweet, a little bit too fruity and airy maybe with that cinnamon. But today I really appreciate the boozy notes of it, appreciate the apple pie vibe it gives me. But I don't wear it that much. I give this one to my wife so she can wear it because I will follow her wherever she would go when she wears this one. Angel Share by Killian. Well, what did my co-workers say? Well, The men all said it was too feminine for them. The girls fell hard for it, and one boy said that he would have loved to have this one for his girlfriend. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna give him a decant of it so they can try it before they buy it, so to say. Killian's Angel Chair, a stunning creation. I love it. That was all for today, my friends. If you stayed this long, a big thank you. If you stay this long and think I'm a big waste of space, what the fuck are you still doing here? Piss off. The rest of you, see you around.